Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first virtual meeting of 2024. It's a new year, a new beginning, and we are thrilled to kick off this meeting with a burst of energy and enthusiasm. So we are promising you an incredible journey in 2024. We're going to give you support more than ever, and we're going to be behind you to make sure that you achieve the dreams that you've set out to achieve. Today is, as I've said, is our maiden for the year. And how best to kickstart off the year than to have our meeting with where we've invited guests, because we love guests. And we say that people coming into the business is the oxygen of the Neolife family. So I want to extend a warm welcome to all the guests who are coming in, who are logging on to this meeting for the very first time. My name is Alan Wanjohi, Field Support for Neolife Kenya, and I will be your host for tonight's meeting. And as has been the custom, all Mondays through and through, we get to showcase to you, the Neolife, our guest, why Neolife opportunity, the business of the 21st century, you should say yes to this opportunity. So it's going to be about an hour session. So plug in, get a pen, get a notebook, and this might be just the opportunity that you're looking for. And to help me pass this across, I have our very own Pascal Oloo, our world team member from Neolife, who is based in Pretoria, South Africa. And also on the call, we're privileged tonight to have our Vice President of Field Development for East and West Africa. You can see him waving there. Will be able to join us on the call, share his insights, and what we should be able to look forward to in the year 2024. So without much further ado, I want to take this opportunity to welcome Pascal. Pascal, if you can hear me.
Yes, Alan, I can hear you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. You've been hosting our business presentations year in, year out for the last 3 years. So we really appreciate the support of the company. AJ, we thank you very much. The team in Kenya, we really appreciate. The team in Tanzania, Uganda, Nigeria, all those regions where we're doing business. Happy New Year to everybody. In this session today, this is our first meeting for the year. And I feel in every fiber of my being and every bone in my body that this year is going to be the best year Neolife has ever had worldwide. So I want to welcome all of you very much. And this is not just sweet words. I think AJ will give you some more indications on what the company is planning. So without further ado, I would like to share the presentation with you of the business of what we actually do. Just 1 minute. I think I shared the wrong screen. Just one moment. Okay. There we go. All right. So we want to share with you, if you're a guest in this presentation tonight, we want to welcome you through this presentation. If you're a distributor, we want you to renew your commitment to change your lives. You see, the only person who can change your life is the person you see in the mirror every single morning. The person who is sitting on your chair, the person who is attending this meeting today, the only person who can change your life is yourself. So we want to, as we begin the new year 2024, we want to welcome you to this presentation. And our goal and our mission is very, very simple: to make the world a healthier and a happier place. And that has to start with you. If you're a guest, if you're a distributor, it starts with you. So without further ado, that's Betty and myself. Betty and I started the business 27 years ago. And the reason we started the business 27 years ago is very, very simple. Betty and I wanted to make an extra $200 a month to supplement my salary as a civil engineer. But after 7 months of really extremely hard work, I equaled my salary. And when I saw that, I decided to make this business my future. So if you're a guest, our story is very simple. Our story is a story of 2 Kenyans moving from Kenya to South Africa to look for a better life. And we came across this business when I was just completing my postgraduate course in construction management. Betty was looking for a job in the schools in Pretoria because she's a science teacher, but she couldn't get it. And I remember 2 weeks before we joined the business, Betty said, "I've looked for a job long enough. Let the job come and find you at home." And that's how we came across Neolife. And as they say, the rest is history. And Today, I want to tell you the history is just beginning again, because I'm as excited as I was when we started the business on the 19th of March, 1996. Because when I saw the business concept, I actually didn't believe that a business concept like that exists. So, a few things I'd like to share with you if you're a guest. There are essentially 4 ways that people use to generate income. The first is called a job. Is when you work for somebody. After 30 days, they pay you a salary. There's a lot of internal politics in the job situation. But something I would like to bring to your attention, especially if you're a guest and you have a job. Oxford University did some research, and they found that by the year 2040, 50% of all the jobs in the world will be non-existent. That simply means there will be nobody in all those jobs because they'll be redundant because of 2 reasons. 1, technology. 2, artificial intelligence. Because employers will have found easier and quicker ways to generate income and produce products and services with less people but using technology. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you borrow money from your savings, from your friends. You get your life savings, you borrow money from the bank, and you start your own business to provide a product or a service to the public. This is good because the harder you work, the more income you get. The challenge with self-employment is the business depends on your physical presence. It means if you're not there, no money comes in. If you want to go for leave, if you fall sick, if you want to take a holiday, if you want to attend to family issues, it means 2 things. 1, you need to get somebody who understands what you do. Number 2, somebody whom you trust so that your money does not go down the drain or is stolen by somebody. Self-employment is good. In fact, a very simple test to know whether you own a business or not is go away from the business for 60 days. If the business collapses, you don't own the business owns you. Number 3, big businesses. That's the third way that people use to generate income. These are people invest huge capital, lots of money, lots of employees, but with lots of employees also you have a lot of labor problems. Very few people can actually master this level of capital. These are companies like Vodacom in South Africa, MTN across the African continent, Safaricom PLC in East Africa, Naivas, ShopRite, Checkers. These are companies that invest billions of shillings or dollars to generate income by providing service to many people. This is not available to the ordinary person in the street. The 4th way that people use to generate income is investment. This is when you have money which is over and above what you need for your daily living, and you invest in an instrument or a business that gives you a return on your investment. 2 things are required: knowledge and the scale of investment. Most people, what they do is they get somebody, they pay an investor to invest on their behalf. Of course, you pay them a fee. But the question is there an ideal business? Is there an ideal way to generate income that does not require a lot of challenges and a lot of impediments? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number 1, you need very low capital to start the business. The entry level should be very, very minimal. That enables many people to be able to start. In our company, you need between 60 and 100 US dollars to start a global business. The second criteria is you need to get involved in distributions of goods and services for a very simple reason that goods and services is what people need worldwide. 8 billion people who are in the world today, each of them needs a product or a service that they can get from somebody who is willing to give it to them in exchange for the money they pay. In the 1960s and early 70s, if you take any standard product, 50% of the cost of the product was manufacturing and 50% was distribution costs. In the 90s and beyond, because of technology, 80% of the cost of the product was distribution cost and 20% was manufacturing cost. Because of technology, employers found very cheap ways to make products. What does that tell you? That there's a very great opportunity in distribution to create wealth. The third element is you need to have a global reach. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries. And in fact, sometime in November last year, I totaled up the population of the people living in these 50 countries that Neolife does business, It's about 1.9 billion people. And those are the people who are our potential customers. Number 4 is leverage. Leverage simply means you find efficient ways to multiply the time that your business is done and the number of people it reaches. That's the reason why banks open branches. That's why retail stores open other stores. That's why quick fast food restaurants open different stores, because they want to leverage their services. Leverage simply means this. If I give an example, if I work 10 hours a week, I'm only paid for those 10 hours. But if I get 10 people to cooperate with me and I teach them what I'm doing, it's now 10 times 10. 10 times 10 hours is 100 hours of work during the week. So if I'm paid a very small percentage of what they do, my income increases. Supposing those 10 people also get 10 each. Those are 100 new people, plus myself is 111 people. If each person is only working 10 hours a week, that's over 1,100 hours of work per week. That's what leverage is. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable, high-quality products. Why consumable? Because they have a repeat sale. Why unique? Because you can only get them from this company, Neolife. Why high quality? Because when you have quality products, people will come back to ask you for the same product because it fulfills the needs they have. Then the sixth element is you need a business system. It's simply a series of tools, procedures, and ways to run a business that does not require the owner of the business to be present. Okay. When you start this business, the company already has built infrastructure around the world to help you grow your business. And the last is timing. Timing is very critical because if you start the business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction or it's already too late in the growth path. Now, what is this business that I'm talking about? What is it? Network marketing. Network marketing is the most efficient distribution system known to mankind. Why is it very efficient? Because we use a simple process called word of mouth advertisement, which costs you only a phone call away. And that is why it is very efficient. All right. So the thinking is this: Neolife is a manufacturer of products, and Neolife wants to take these products to the marketplace, to different homes. What does it do? They get a distributor like myself, and we agree that, Pascal, if you take these products from us to different consumers, we will pay you the money we could have paid an advertising company or wholesalers or retailers. And that is very exciting to me because a very large percentage of the cost of a product goes towards distribution. So we cut out the middlemen. There are no advertising, no wholesalers, no retailers. The products are explained to customers in person. That means customers make the decision based on very good information. We are paid for referring customers to Neolife. Products are researched and developed on your behalf. So although you're in business for yourself, you're not by yourself. Neolife has already built infrastructure in 50 different countries. Your only duty is to build a network of product users. Think about this. Anytime you want to start a business, the first you have to design the product. You have to get raw material to make the products. You have to do research and development. You have to manufacture the products, package the products, make sure the products are registered in every jurisdiction that you're going to do business. That has already been done for you. That's why I find this business very, very exciting. There are no qualifications required in this business except three things. Number one, you need to have a desire for success. This nobody can do for you. Number two, you need to be teachable. Number three, you need to work hard. If you have these three things going for you, nothing will stop you from becoming very, very wealthy. Now, Neolife started in 1958, started by Jerry Brassfield. When he was a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma, and his mother got him natural remedies. And when his health improved, he decided that maybe let me share this idea with other people. And that's how the vision of Neolife was born. 66 years later, Neolife operates in over 50 countries around the world. But what has kept our business going for all these years? 5 basic corporate principles. Number 1, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe that honesty and integrity is the best. Let me retract my statement. In fact, I heard Miles Monroe saying this. Our policy of honesty and integrity is not the best policy. It is the only policy we believe in. And that's very important because we want Neolife to be there in the next 50 years, in the next 100 years. And that will only happen if you are people of integrity and honesty. Number 2, people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Because if you don't have people, we don't have anything. Number 3, products that work. Neolife invested a lot of money to build a scientific advisory board so that we have only top quality products. All right. And then the 4th one is equal opportunity for everybody. Neolife, in Neolife, everybody starts at exactly the same level, man or woman, old or young, 18 or 81. Anybody who is serious about changing their lives will join Neolife. And it's equal opportunity for everybody. And the last one is a long-range vision. You need to have a long-range vision if you're building a business. Okay, Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, 1996, 97, it went to Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, and then 99, 2000 went to West Africa. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people join this business? People join this business for very, very many different reasons. Some join the business because they want to have a better life for their children. Some join the business because they want to have good homes. Some join the business because they want to take care of their parents, or they're sick and tired of living in a toxic work environment. Some start the business because they want to buy good cars, they want to go for holidays. Some start the business because, in fact, I think most people start the business because they want to make extra money. And that extra money can become a lot of money. Some start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So this is you start the business, you partner with Neolife, which has got more than 60 years experience in the industry, operates in over 50 countries around the world, supported by the unique scientific advisory board of the top-notch scientists in the world in their different fields: biochemistry, manufacturing, nutrition, human health. This is the best scientific advisory board we have on the planet. We have 4 ranges of products. Which are these products? The first one is the Golden Home Care range. These are products for cleaning your home, things for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, your clothes, your carpet, anything in your home that requires cleaning. We've got the products for you. They're all biodegradable. They all can be discharged in the environment while it's used, because you see, the world is now just catching up about the environment. And this is something new since 1958. Okay? That's why I get very excited when I think about the number one spot that Neolife has already seen these things way before any other company jumps into the bandwagon. The next range of products is the personal care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. And then the nutrients, this is the skincare range of products. The other day, last year, I was reading an article that the skincare industry in Kenya alone is $70 million. So those who are in Kenya, you've got a very big market to capture. Then we have the health supplements. The reason why this is the highest selling range of our business is very simple. Your greatest wealth is your health. Now, how does this business work? This business works when you do 3 things every day. We call them the 3 daily success habits. Things you do every day to grow your business. First, use the products. Simply change your shopping habits. Instead of buying this, you see, if you're a guest, at the end of this month, you're still going to buy soap. At the end of this month, maybe you're going to buy skincare products. You're going to buy some supplements. Why don't you change where you buy your products to start your own business? So change your shopping habits. And there are 2 reasons why you need to buy products from your own business. 1, you're supporting your business. Number 2 is that the people you're recommending products want to know that you also believe in what you recommend. So, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries around the world, the company has decided to standardize business measurements. 100 PV or point value is equivalent to about $160 or $70. So you do 100 PV. Number two is you share the business opportunity. That simply means you introduce other people to be users and promoters of the products. In this example, you have 6 new people you've introduced plus yourself 7. You build a 700 PV unit, you become a manager in the business, your income is about $45. Nothing much to speak about. But $45, you will not pick it somewhere in the street every day. All right. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to duplicate what you do. In this example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 who do 100 PV, and those 2 introduce 2 others who do 100 PV. You'll have built a 700 PV unit plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You're a senior manager in the business. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought in to do 700 PV like yourself. 700 is just for explanation purposes. It could be more, it could be less. If you do this, you'll have built a 4,300 PV unit and you become a director in the business. Your income is between $580 and $700 a month. Now, not everybody is going to be a promoter or a distributor. These are people who become our customers, they buy products from us, and we make a profit of about 20% from them. The third thing you do to grow your business is personal development. This simply means you take time to learn, take time to grow, take time to acquire skills, acquire knowledge about the products, about the business, about how to build strong and profound relationships. So support is, you get it through training, through support, through personal development material, attending seminars, attending conventions, training events every week, getting started training for different people. This is what you need to grow your business. If you want to earn more money in the business, if you really want to earn more money, you need to help the people you brought into the business to become directors like yourself. If you help one person to become a director, your income is about $1,000. If you help 3 people become directors, your income is about $2,000 a month. If you help 6 people, you become a president's team member, your income is about $5,000 a month plus. So at this juncture, I want to invite our own Andrew Johnston, the Vice President for Neolife East and West Africa, fondly known as AJ among our distributors. AJ, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Pascal. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can. So we are very excited to have you today. I'm sure you've got some wonderful news to tell us as the year begins.
Thank you, Pascal. And it's always a pleasure to listen to you and watch your presentation. If I was a distributor, I'd be certainly very excited about the future. And if I was a guest tonight, I certainly wouldn't hesitate and join this magnificent organization and start having a future and certainly move towards ultimately financial freedom, financial independence, because I think that's all what we want in our lives. Whether we are young or old, doesn't matter. We want to be financially secure. And we want to be healthy, right? Healthy, wealthy, happy, and financially secure. I think those are the key things that we want for ourselves and for our families as well. You know, our lifespans are short. I know my daughter's a medical doctor and she says our lifespans are getting longer. True, but we still, you know, we're not on the planet forever. And we certainly want to leave a legacy for ourselves and for our children. So Pascal, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to be on this call. So today I'm not going to speak too long. For those who don't know me, my name is Andrew Johnston. You can call me AJ. Much easier to remember, I guess. And I'm the Vice President for East and West Africa. I have 9 countries under my leadership, and I have a fantastic team that supports me on a day-to-day basis. In Kenya, it's Alan and Fred. I truly value them. They do a great job. In Tanzania, it is Cosmos and Dennis and Isia and many others. I value and appreciate you. And in Uganda, it's Godfrey and Catherine. I truly appreciate you. So we're a team. We work closely together, and our interest is very simple. We want every single distributor in our business to be massively successful on all levels, personal, financial, health, you name it. And what a fantastic opportunity. And Pascal said it, network marketing is one of the most dynamic industries in the world, where you can come in, be 18 years old, literally no experience, straight out of school, and you can learn some incredible business skills and self-improvement skills. And within a couple of years, you can become financially very successful. And more than that, you become a leader, and you have a team that works with you. You have a team above you, a team below you, and a corporate team in Neolife that helps pull it all together. So as far as 2024 is concerned, there's a lot going on. Our incentives and our compensation plan are more or less the same as last year. There's a couple of changes on our incentives. Our compensation plan has stayed the same. A couple of changes in our incentive for the good, and that will be discussed with you at your directors meeting on the 12th of January, as well as our massively successful Rise event on the 13th of January. I hope that all of you are going to be there. Bring as many guests as you can. And if you are a guest in the Nairobi area, even anywhere in Kenya, please make this a priority to attend. Rise, meaning get up and go, 2024. I've got a PowerPoint presentation that I'm just going to show you, and it's very simple. You know, I like to speak from the heart, and I like to find practical solutions for all of us. Practical solutions to help us in our day-to-day life. Life is about day-to-day. Life is about making sure that we're doing the right things every day, every hour to move forward in our lives. And I'm going to share a couple of things with you. And I just want to share my screen with you. And I've got something that I put together that is pretty simple, easy to understand. I'm going to give you some practical examples of what I've got on the screen here. So we're going to go through it quite slowly and quite systematically. And I'm just going to share you with things that I believe that we should be focusing on for 2024. And it might look like a lot of information, but actually a lot of it is really common sense. It's just making sure that we apply it. So I'm going to start off with, and it's not necessarily prioritized, but I'm just going to start off with what I think is important in this business. And I'm going to start off with our work and our career. Pascal, I don't know if you can see the PowerPoint presentation. Is it visible?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you. So my slides are not as pretty as Pascal's, but I hope that the message is clear for you. And I'm going to give you some examples as well, which I think is important. So starting tonight, not tomorrow, start tonight and start feeding this into your mind. I'm going to help you get your mindset in the right place, because if your mind's in the right place, your energy will be in the right place, your focus will be in the right place. But there's things that we need to do. We cannot go through life not doing things to get us where we need to go. We have to do things, and to do things, we've got to acquire skills, we've got to change our mindset, and I'm going to go through this with you. So learn a new skill. Now that might sound, okay, so what skill, AJ? I can tell you, I'll give you examples from myself, practical examples that might help you. And yeah, team, let me tell you, all 222 people on this call, up until 2 years ago, 18 months ago, I had very little knowledge about social media. I had very little knowledge about Facebook, very little knowledge about platforms and apps like Instagram, TikTok, X, all these social media connectivity applications that we use in our day-to-day life. And I made it a point to understand how TikTok works. And let me tell you, TikTok is an amazing platform. It's not just for 14-year-old people. It's for adults. It's a way to promote yourself and your video and your business. And it's a fantastic platform. And I know some things about TikTok. I'm not an expert, but I know 100% more than what I ever knew. That was a skill I learned. And now I'm getting into other applications on social media to increase my social skills. You know, I'm 59, so I'm in another generation, an older generation, but you're never too old to learn the new stuff. And the new stuff is exciting and it's fun. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. Secondly, update your resume. Most of you, I think, what is a resume? You don't have, if you're in a full-time employment or part-time employment, make sure that people know about you. Go into LinkedIn, sign up a profile on LinkedIn. The globe, the world uses LinkedIn. Make yourself visible, update your LinkedIn profile, put your new skills on, get engaged in LinkedIn, and people and companies will see you. Okay. Also, advertise your business, your Neolife business on LinkedIn as well. Find a mentor. A mentor can be anybody. It can be anybody that's got more knowledge and skills than you, but also a mentor could be somebody that you just sound things off. You just bounce ideas. If you say, what do you think of this? Where do you think I should be focusing on? And what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What should I be doing more of? What should I be doing less of? So for 2024, I want you to think about this. If you've got a camera, take a snap of this and just go through it in your mind. Every day, just go through it. And there's lots of stuff on the internet, but I wanted to share this with you. Next one, look at your work-life balance. I always say that work hard on your career, but also work hard on your family and find a balance. And that's very personal and you need to figure it out. The next one is attend a networking event. And this is networking, not necessarily network marketing, because as Neolife distributors, yes, you will attend the events, and yes, you will go to the major events and the events that come to your town or your county or your rural area, wherever. But network, meet as many people as you can in any kind of situation that you can, because that's how you make friends. And when you make friends, you have the opportunity to sign them up as business partners. So networking, master a productivity habit. Now, you might say, well, what is a productivity habit? A productivity habit is anything that you master that makes you more productive. And productive means you don't waste time. You're doing something that is helping you build your business. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be research. It could be studying the product. It could be finding out how to get more customers. It could be finding out how to sign up more people through social media. But be more productive. Master a productivity habit. Now, the next one I find is incredibly important. Become an expert in your field. That is something that you can do. Anyone can become an expert in network marketing. The more you do, the more you know. The more you know, the more you can share. And every day you become better and better and better till you become an expert. And an expert is simply somebody that is has a very broad knowledge on a particular subject, very well informed, and can inform other people and help them, whatever subject it is. Become an expert. People will reach out to you, and that gives you the opportunity to reach out to others and help them. Reach a leadership position. It's so critical to reach a leadership position, because once you become a leader and you've got followers, right, it's more than just money and product and sales and stepping up and bonuses. It's about helping others. Once you become a leader, people look up to you and you have great followers, and you teach them how to become leaders. And so the cycle continues. And for those of you that are maybe in employment, apply for a promotion. Even if you believe that you're not entirely qualified, but it shows the leadership. Whether if you're in a company working now in the company, apply for a promotion. It shows the leadership there that you're ready to move up. You might not be necessarily qualified, but it shows them that you have the right mindset and you're ambitious and you want to move up. Develop your communication skills. Now, this might sound easy, but it's actually a lot more complicated. I found that I wasn't a good listener. And sometimes I'm still not a good listener. So I try and listen more than what I speak. That's a communication skill you can develop. Other communication skills is, how do you reach out to people? How do you communicate with people? How do you communicate on social media? And what is your skills when you talk? Are you a good speaker? Do you want to become a good public speaker? Do you want to just be a better speaker, right? Work on a skill that can help you there. So those are some of the skills and things that you can think about in your work and your career place. The other one is financial. Let's face it, money makes the world go round. You need money to do everything. You need money to buy food, to pay the rent, to pay school fees. Money is it's an enabler. It's a means of exchange for products and services, okay? And the important things is create a budget and stick to it. Now, I know it sounds easy, but you really do. You need to spend less than what you earn. That'll keep you out of debt. And then track your spending. It is so easy to get lost and not see what you're spending on a day-to-day basis. And believe me, all the shillings add up. And that's why most people get into serious debt, is because they don't understand how much they're spending and they don't track it. And here's another thing: pay off your debt. You're paying unbelievable interest rates. That's how the banks make money. That's how money lenders make money. That you're paying them interest, so they're buying the money at a certain percentage. You lending the money from them, they're charging you high interest, and the difference is their profit. So get rid of your debt, right, as soon as possible, and try and get rid of your smallest debt. Things like credit card debt, get rid of that, pay it off, get rid of it, and then work on your debt, like clothing accounts, motor cars, etc. Try and get debt free. Once you become debt free, you're really in a great position to build some wealth. And then plan for fun. Just because you're on a savings or you're trying to budget, you must also plan for a little bit of fun. And fun doesn't have to be expensive. You can go bowling, you can go to a theme park, you can go to the movies. That's not expensive, but you can have fun. The next one I want to speak about is start an emergency fund. Really, start a fund this year. If you don't have an emergency fund, start one. Doesn't matter how much you put into it, but have a mindset that you're saving for a rainy day. And life happens. Things go bad sometimes. Sometimes something happens unexpected and you don't have the funds and you have to go and lend the money. Start saving for it. The next one's big. You think that you're not going to get old pretty quick, or you think that you're still young, that you're not going to get to 60 or 70 or 80. You are. Life goes too quickly. How many times do we say that wow, can you believe it's already December? Wow, can you believe it's already Easter? Time flies. So save for your retirement. And here's another thing. If you're a distributor or a guest, okay, network marketing allows you to put money away to save for your retirement. And here's the thing. Even when you're retired and you're not able to work actively, there's an income coming in every month, but you need to work up to that income level, and network marketing and Neolife allows you to do that. Cut unnecessary spending. You know, sometimes we make crazy decisions when we spend and we buy impulsively. Impulsive buying means you didn't plan for it, but you saw it in the shop. You just had to have it. You bought it, and perhaps it was not the wisest thing to buy. So here's the thing I do as often as I can. Do a no-spend challenge for just a month. See how much you cannot spend in a month. Now, clearly you must buy food and pay the rent and the necessary, your clothing and your children's school fees and that. But try and get rid of all the unnecessary luxury stuff and try and challenge yourself to a no-spend challenge, and your friends as well. Challenge them as well. The next one I find very interesting is calculate your net worth. Now, simply your net worth is basically how much do you have after you've paid off all your debt? How much do you have in cash or in property or in equity or whatever, stocks and bonds, shares, whatever. So what is your net worth? What are you worth now at this age where you are now, after you paid off all your debt? What is your net worth? And you've got to try and be in a positive net worth, so that you're not consumed by debt, and that you have assets but you can work towards it. When you're young and you're trying to build a family and move through life, you will take on some debt. It's going to happen. But try and get yourself into a situation where you owe less than what you earn, and build from there. But ultimately get rid of debt and save for a specific goal. It is easier to save than what you think it is. You put money away, pay yourself first, as some financial advisors say. And team, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just trying to share some tips with you. As I say, I'm almost 60 years old, and I've made the mistakes, and I've learned from the mistakes, and I want to learn from the mistakes that I've made and help you not to make the same mistakes. Here's another one I want you to think about, and this is your mind. What I like to do is write things down, things that happen in your life. Write them down. Have a journal. Write things down. Now, it could be important things, maybe not so important, but keep a track of what's going on in your life, in your business, your family. Just keep a journal. It just helps you crystallize your thinking down on paper, a journal, a daily journal if you like, or a weekly journal. I like to summarize things in a journal. You know, what happened for the week, what is important to me, what wasn't important, what should I focus on, what should I do more of, what should I do less of. Read more. When we say read more, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be necessarily a paper book. It doesn't have to be a book per se, but read more. Read interesting things on what you find in search engines. Read, look at interesting YouTube videos about network marketing. There's a whole bunch of people in network marketing that are incredibly powerful, incredibly informative. Eric Warre is just one of them. There's a lot of people that are incredibly powerful on YouTube that you can get tips from. Make a new friend or friends. You know, life's too short. Build up a great friendship circle. I practice daily gratitude every morning. I wake up in the morning and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I have a family. I'm grateful that I have a Neolife family. I'm grateful to be on this call and be part of the success of Neolife. And I'm just a million instrument to help people to improve their lives. Get organized. You know, some of us can be very sloppy. We're not organized. We're not structured. You can become organized. You can become structured. It takes time, effort, and discipline, but you can do it. Become more mindful. Mindful just to me is you know, become more mindful of the people around you. What are you trying to do? What you're trying to achieve? Be a kinder person, perhaps. Be less criticizing. Surround yourself with positive people. And you know, the saying goes is that show me your friends and I'll show you your future, right? Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Surround yourself with positive people. Try new things. Experiment. Try new things. Be brave. And here's another thing, limit screen time. We spend so much time on our devices, and at some point in the day, just switch it off. You know, if it's that important, somebody can wait until the next morning. I mean, don't switch off the phone entirely, but put it on silent, turn it upside down, and limit your screen time. Make time for self-care. Self-care could be just self-meditating. It could be exercise, whatever you want to do. Look after the self. It's important. Choose a daily affirmation. Simply, daily affirmation could be anything. It could be something that you repeat to yourself in the mornings. In the mornings, I have an affirmation that goes something like this. It goes like it goes like this. I say, I'm blessed to be on this planet. I'm blessed to have people that love me. I have an amazing life, and I'm trying to improve the lives of people on a day-to-day basis. I love the Neolife family. And I want everybody in the Neolife family to be massively successful. And that's a daily affirmation. First thing when I wake up to get my mind in the right place. I hope it helps you. Daily affirmation. Attitude of gratitude. The next one I want to share with you quickly is health. You know, health is your best wealth. Health is your best wealth. If you're healthy, you can be wealthy. You know, if you're struggling with your health, it's difficult to do the daily business things that you need to do. So here are a couple of simple ones. Some of them are so obvious, but sometimes you don't think about it. Drink more water. You must really hydrate your body. We're made up of water. Our bodies are like, I don't know, 90% water. Give it water. Do yoga. I mean, my wife Jill has just started with yoga. It can be yoga, it can be exercise, but anything that gets you moving. Meditate. Meditate is simply just closing your eyes and thinking about who you are, what you're trying to achieve, where you're going. And it can be spiritual, it can be a prayer. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. But meditation is simply just going into a state where you connect with the power of the universe and perhaps a higher power, your creator, our creator, whatever you want to do. Yeah, food. Choose fresh foods and healthy foods, okay? Avoid that junk food, that yummy, tasty junk food. Avoid it. I know it's so tempting. And I also eat it myself. I'm not sitting here saying that I only eat healthy foods, but I really have cut down on junk food in a big way. And my wife and I work very closely together to make sure we eat healthy. Prepare your own meals, cook your own meals, get more sleep and rest. Take vitamins. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's what we do. We get our products are just absolutely well positioned to make sure that our bodies get the nourishment and the nutrition that they need that you can't get in our daily modern diets today. Get more fresh air. That's important. Try and move out, try and walk outside. If you live in a sort of like a polluted area in the city, try and get out on the weekends and try and get to more fresh air. And here's another thing: eliminate a bad habit. You know, we talk about our 2024 resolutions, and right, this is what I'm sharing with you is basically resolutions. And a resolution is just to say, listen, I need to improve myself. What can I do to do things better? And how can I be better for my family? Can I be a better husband? Yes. Can I be a better partner? Yes. Can I be a better father? Yes. What are the things that I need to do? And I'm giving you some practical steps that are easy to understand, easy to do. And a bad habit could be anything. I mean, anything that you're doing that you know is not good for you, that you need to eliminate, and focus on eliminating that bad habit. And then if we look at family, family is the essence. Family is the center of who we are as human beings. We start off as being a part of a family with our parents. We then start, we meet our partner, we start creating our own families, and we do things together. The modern technology is almost like cut into our family time, and it's become a distraction. Let's cook together, let's eat together, let's volunteer as a family, whatever we're trying to do, whether you're volunteering at the church or you're volunteering, whatever you're trying to do in your community or your society, volunteer as a family, get everybody involved, save for something specifically together. Everyone must save for a family holiday, and everyone must pitch in, learn a new skill. And families can learn new skills. Play more games, but games not necessarily on a computer, board games and things where you physically have to hold things and think it out. Go on a trip together as a family as often as you can. Doesn't have to be far, doesn't have to be expensive. Do board games, movie nights, read together, spend quality time together without technology. You can spend time together with technology, but try and spend time together without technology forces the family to talk and have fun. And I think that really builds the bonds in our family. The next one I want to discuss is friendship. This is important. You know, we're all connected at the end of the day. We're all together on this planet. And there is only really one thing, and that is that we're all connected. We're all one. We're all connected. We're all one. And you know, we need to really look after each other, show support, make time to show support to people, even if you don't know them necessarily. Your upline, your downline, your cross lines, doesn't matter. Anyone in the Neolife family you must support. Doesn't matter if they're directly in your team or not. Show support to your friends, your current friends. Make time to listen. And that's where I need to spend a lot more time as well. Time to listen to people. Compliment each other. Try and give one compliment every day to somebody that you see on a daily basis. And it doesn't have to be a wild, big compliment. It can be just simply like, you know, I normally tell people when I see people that got great energy, I say, wow, you have a great personality and energy. And people go, oh, do you think so? I say, yes, I know so. And that really makes them feel good. And you must just acknowledge something. There's always something really great and positive about anybody. It doesn't matter who they are, how old they are, how the younger are, where they're from, doesn't matter. Nice compliment. Work out together. Physical activity, exercise together is also great. Try and exercise with the family if you can together. Even riding a bicycle with your family is also great fun. Do something new together. Find out what you can do as a family that's new, that you haven't done before. Here's another one. Deep conversations. How often do we not have the time to have those deep, meaningful conversations? Could be with your spouse, could be with friends, could be with your children, doesn't matter. Get back into those deep, meaningful conversations without technology, and where we look each other in the eye, and we really have those conversations that bond us. Be understanding. Don't be overly critical. You know, it's so easy to criticize people. And sometimes it's our default. We criticize before we compliment. For every criticism that you give 5 compliments. It should be a 5-to-1 ratio. So eventually you don't criticize anymore. You just look at people for their strengths. Give them time for their own life. You know, sometimes we have close friends and family. Give them time for their own life, and the last one is don't take each other for granted. And then personal development, that's the last one that I've got as my slide here. Thank you for sharing with me and listening with me. Personal development. It's one of our key daily success habits, as the Neolife distributors will know. Keep learning. Don't stop learning. I am almost 60 and I'm learning every single day. I'm learning different things. I'm going onto YouTube. I'm going onto Facebook. I'm going onto the social media groups, and I'm learning all the time about my industry, but also my other interests that I have, that I'm in, my hobbies. Fundamental, like we spoke about, define your core values. What are your core values? Ours are easy: honesty, integrity, people come first, products that work, long range vision, equal opportunity. What are your values? What defines you? Attend as many seminars and meetings, whether it's a team meeting, company events. Attend as many as you can. Even though you might have heard the same thing 10 times, there will be something else that someone will say that you've never heard before. It will resonate with you and will make you change your mind. If you change your mind, you change your behavior. You change your behavior, you change your habits. Once you form new habits and successful habits, you will see your business will improve, your income will improve, your relationships will improve, and it all starts with our thinking. Discover your strengths. You know, we're so critical of ourselves sometimes. We say, oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. And this person, look, many of us have incredible strengths. Write down your strengths. Focus on the weaknesses. Sure, you can fix the weakness, but focus on your strengths and strengthen your strengths. Develop a positive attitude. This is our 2024 resolutions. This is our checklist. Develop an amazing positive attitude. Do not get sucked into negativity. Don't hang around negative people, because they'll just drag you down and you become negative. The next one is very important. Stop procrastinating. If you find yourself that you're procrastinating, meaning that you're just sitting there, not doing anything, go onto the internet, find a subject that interests you. You'll find, as you go into it, something else will pop up, but you won't waste your time, and you'll start getting new skills and getting excited about network marketing or anything else that interests you. This is one that I've learned as I've got older. I'm waking up earlier. For me to wake up at 5 is easy. And when I'm awake early, I start becoming productive early. I get a lot more done in the day. And I really feels it's a great sense of accomplishment. Be more proactive. Proactive simply means anticipate what's going to come. Do things before people ask you to do it. Just do it. Do it up front. Do it quickly. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't, procrastinate. And then the last one that I've got is let go of the past. You can certainly learn from the past, but make sure that 2024, you've got your checklist. You're going to make it happen. You're already successful. If you're on this call today or to 2024, you're on a call. You've got technology. You're listening to me. You're listening to Pascal. You're listening to all the speakers. You're already successful. I just want you, and so does everybody, that the leadership, your leadership, we just want you to take the next level. Takes 2 steps this year. If you're a senior manager, become a director this year. You can, and there's a lot of money to be made. Network marketing, you could be sleeping and making money. You could have an ad, you could have a paid ad on Facebook, and people will be looking at your ad and your business, and they'll want to talk to you while you're even sleeping. So use your time productively. So I think that's all from my side. And I just want to thank everyone on the call, all 224 of us. It was an amazing session. 2024, the best year of your life. But I want you to look at your checklist. Go through your checklist, your New Year resolutions. Yeah, that'll come and go. But look at how you're going to improve yourself as an individual, as a network marketer. It's a career, people. You are a professional network marketer, and we want to see you become a PT, become a 3 Ruby, a 2 Ruby, earning good money, traveling all over the world, being financially independent, helping others to be exactly the same as you. So from me, AJ, I love you all. And I know you're going to have a fantastic Rise event with Alan and Fred and all the leaders. So from me, AJ, God bless you. You have a fantastic January, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you very much, AJ. I think all the distributors are now quite ready to get to Diamond. After all those fantastic nuggets, I really appreciate your insight and the contribution you make to our business in the East African region, and also West Africa and Southern African region, because your insight and the knowledge of the business is really appreciated. So those of you who are guests, one of the things that we want to share with you is, in fact, AJ mentioned it, is that, you see, the first time I ever did a Zoom meeting was in 2020. Is it? Yeah, 2020 in April. That is the first time I ever did. I never knew what Zoom was. I couldn't understand, how am I going to speak to these people through this facility? Now I've become an expert in Zoom presentations. So I agree with you, AJ. We need to open ourselves to learning. Okay, that's how you're going to grow your business, and that's how you're going to get to more people to join your business. Talking about technology, Neolife has made the business very, very efficient. If you want to order products, you can do it online. In fact, I can order products from my phone and pay for it through my phone. If you want to register new distributors, you can do that online. The moment you register with the company creates for you a back office to monitor and manage your business on a daily basis. In fact, you can track your business growth 24/7. Training is done locally, internationally by online means. For example, I've seen some of our colleagues from Nigeria, from Southern Africa, from East Africa. We've got some people from the US. Because of this technology, delivery of products, the company contracts courier companies in every jurisdiction they do business. Payment of products and payment of bonuses is done by online services, either EFT or mobile money if you have those services in your country. One of the things Neolife has done is to partner with some of the best sports people on the planet. In this picture, we see two people who are the best rugby players in the world. They won the World Cup in France for the 2 consecutive times. Last 4 times. Why? Because they partnered with the best nutrition company in the world. Kathleen Arance and Willy Leroux, some of the best rugby players in the world. Then we have conventions. This year we had the convention in East Africa in Dar es Salaam. In Southern Africa, we had the conventions in Pretoria. So distributors and leaders come together to share success, to share their story. And you see, what I found about life, when you have a challenge and you share it, the challenge is reduced. When you're joyful and you share it, the joy is multiplied and intensified. That's why we meet every year to share success, to share the experience, and top-notch recognition. If you're a guest, how do you start the business? Speak to your sponsor or the person who invited you. They'll give you an application for registration. In Botswana, it's between 670 and 1350 pula. South Africa is 870 to 1880 rand. Kenya, 8,700 or 11,000 shillings. Nigeria is 32,000 or 40,000 naira. In Tanzania is 159,000 or 201,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda is 238 or 295,000 Uganda shillings. USA is $75. Togo is 45,300 or 60,300. Italy is 64 euros. Ghana is 700 or 1,100 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon is 56,000 CFA or 68,000 CFA. These were the registration amounts at the end of last year, at the end of December. We will just check during the week if these figures are still valid. So we really appreciate all of you attending this meeting. The thing that really our business is the power of leverage. The greatest business that gives you leverage as a means of creating wealth is this business. Question: I give you $1 million, or I give you 1 cent doubled every day for 31 days. What would you choose? Most people say, oh, I'll give you $1 million anytime. I like that. But if you 1 cent double every day for 31 days gives you $10.737 million. That's the power of leverage. But when you're starting, you don't quite see this thing. That's why you need to be patient. You need to work hard. In fact, that takes me to the next thing. The first step of success is decision. If you don't make a decision, nothing will change. If Betty and I did not decide in 1996 that we're going to do this business, most of the people who are attending this meeting would not have joined the business. So the first thing is make a decision. The next thing is know what you want. What is your dream? What is it that you want to do? What do you want to achieve? The second thing is you need to be teachable. You need to find out what you need to know and what you need to do. Teachability. The third is hard work, discipline, guts, persistence, and then belief in yourself, belief in your sponsor, that is the person who invited you, and belief in Neolife as a company. If you do that, success is yours. What is next for you? If you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make a good decision about it. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless.